Now that we've gotten our dry Jester juice fully stabilized, we can sweeten our mead without having to worry about the yeast kicking back into fermentation. But first, I always taste my dry meads before I add anything to it. And off the bat, it had a lovely aroma. It smelled like lemons or some kind of fruity candy. And even though it's still dry, it had just a hint of sweetness. But most importantly, I avoided the bitterness I was afraid I was going to get by adding lemon zest during the fermentation stage. And as you can see, it's cleared up. I'm not exactly sure why the grocery store vinyl wrapped this lemon with stickers, but we're going to peel them off and then peel the lemon for the lemon zest. Then we'll add half a pound of some strawberry honey that I found on Amazon, and then another half pound of marshmallow honey that I got from Huckleberry Farms. Now, if you haven't caught on by now, I use a lot of Huckleberry Farms honey in my wines. And that's because they're delicious and they offer a ton of different flavors. I swear I'm not a sponsor, I'm just a big fan. But after giving everything a nice thorough mix down, we're going to add 50 grams of some mildly toasted French oak cubes. Finally, we'll give one last taste test of what I can assure you is my finest mead before sealing her up to age for a couple of weeks. The oak chips and lemon zest are going to push this mead from great to phenomenal. And off the bat, you can already see that the oak chips made the mead a little darker. And even though the clarity isn't exactly where I want it to be, we're going to let it age for a good year or two in the bottle. Like I said in other videos, there isn't really a right and wrong way of making mead per se. You can age your mead in carboys for a couple of weeks or a couple of years, or you can age your mead in bottles for a couple of weeks or a couple of years. As long as you've sanitized your equipment and you store your mead somewhere dark in room temperature, it can last for years to come. And as you can see from this photo here, a year's worth of aging can truly make a difference, not just in clarity but in taste. Guys, if you want that mead that has a perfect balance between sweetness, acidity, and tannins, this is the one you gotta go with.